Just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 59 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Back to throw, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. Brandon Cooks. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 70 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. And the Titans are going to recover the football.
Illegal touching, offense.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
They'll run it again with Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 67 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mariota again. And that's off the mark, incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mariota to Lewis on the draw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. They'll stay with Lewis here on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. And Walker has it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He's going to get it running right, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
I bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You just tried to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Fights free yet again. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No,
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will extend this big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Brushing off defenders, accelerating, and off he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Oh, boy. Rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. One last shot now for Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles.